live doing it?
Welcome or hello.
Oh, hi. Wait, when was the last time we did this?
3 weeks ago.
Really? Why do I feel like we did it yesterday?
Because time is a construct? I don't know. I don't know where my phone is.
Is that an interstellar thing?
No.
It's just a thing?
Wasn't the fourth dimension is time, right?
What's the fifth dimension?
No idea.
All right.
I only have a 4D brain.
You think it can be evolved?
No. I'm too caveman to evolve further.
Let's go really deep. What do you think happens after you die?
Ooh, we are going deep.
I'm serious about this question. What do you think happens?
I think that we are energy, and your energy gets redistributed back into the earth in some way, shape, or form.
I love you.
So I'm not a particularly religious man.
I know you're not.
But I'm also not like...
But you were raised Catholic, right?
Yeah, but I'm also not like, God definitely doesn't exist, and there's no... I think... I don't know, we could go down a rabbit hole there.
Just very simply, is there a God, and do you believe in a God?
In the traditional sense of like a big guy in the
No,
sky?
it doesn't have to be a big guy. A God. There is something more powerful than Stephen.
Yes, there is something more powerful than Stephen.
Good answer. That's very
But I think it's just energy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about it.
I think the symbolism of God and how people utilize it for their lives is powerful and important to have.
I did not have that ever since I got sober. And once I got sober and I put that in my life, my whole life just became so much easier.
I didn't realize that the rainbow moves.
Should we just...
Does mine move?
Is it bad that we're doing this? I mean...
No, we're just testing settings.
Do we really want them flickering like that?
I think it's fine.
All right. We got flickering rainbow lights. Talking about God.
Sorry that my ADD kicked in there and
I
cut
love
you
it.
off.
But yeah, I think, and I think it's also age comes with it. Parent comes with it too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think really truly believe, like once I find out people put a God in their life, generally their life just turns around, and it doesn't matter. Like for me, it doesn't matter. I don't care what you believe in, just believe in something.
Well, it's surrender, right?
Bingo.
I
That's what it is.
think you surrender to whatever power there is, and you realize that it's everything that you're doing is not that important.
See what happens after 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go right into a God conversation here.
Yeah. And when you realize that what you're doing is not really that important, and small things in your life that may seem painful are not really changing your life in one way or another, the inaction is that frees you up to just do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Some people call that being called by God to do this thing, right?
Yeah.
But I think what it really is a surrender to, I'm not that important.
You know, I don't even know you a year. I never asked you I generally, people either say their feelings on God, and I never asked you. And I'm actually quite impressed. I didn't really expect that answer from you.
What did you expect?
I don't know. I knew you believed in something, but I don't think you're like me, where I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm not in like the church.
No, neither am I.
Okay.
For me, it's very simple. God was such a complex thing for me because of the church, and I had to abide by these rules. But then when I got sober, I was like, I was praying to the universe. You got to pray to something, and I was praying to the universe. And then day 70, God came out of my mouth, and that was it. And then in recovery, we just try to make everything as simple as possible. You know, it's like you could talk about electricity, and we can figure out what electricity is and how the flow state and all this stuff. But like, do I really want to do all that and just accept the fact that I want to hit that light switch that's going to turn on?
Mm-hmm.
So I've simplified God, where there is something more powerful than me, and very simply, just try to be a good person, and that's it. And I don't have to make it any more complicated than that, and if any wrongs I do is just go to that person, apologize as fast as possible, sincerely apologize, and not do it again. That's it. That's me.
Cool.
Yeah. But and then on top of that, I do believe faith. I do believe you and I really do believe you and me were meant to be. Where we're meant to, like, I believe that I went through a certain amount of stuff. So did you. And then at the right time, right moment, I don't believe in coincidence. I don't. I don't. Because even today at work, I was talking with my guy Sean, and he was been talking about this thing over and over and over. And then all of a sudden he's been dying to express how he feels about wanting to do this big thing. And he did. And it just happened so organically to the right person. I was just like, whoa, everything you've been talking about. And it wasn't coincidence. It was timing. It was just like, yeah, that was when it was supposed to freaking happen.
I don't know if I believe what you believe on that.
Really?
Sense of things.
Go on.
Well, I say it to Holly all the time.
Okay.
Right? In the sense of like love, right? Or like true love, or meant to be, or soulmates, right? Like there's this romanticized version of that that I don't subscribe to at all. Like two people who made for each other or that type of thing. I think it all comes down to choices at the end of the day. And to me, that's more romantic and that's more beautiful. That like, I'm not like romanticizing Holly in this way that like, oh, she's this goddess and we were meant to be together, we were made for each other. It's no, I love this woman and I choose to be with her every single day. And to me, that's more special than the like fate example, where like, oh, these two people were fated to be together. And then if you just give yourself up to that, it's like, well, we were meant to be together, so now we're going to be together forever because we were made for that purpose. It's almost the opposite of that. It's like, I could choose to leave tomorrow. She could choose to leave tomorrow, right? Like, but we're not, because we've committed to each other in that way.
I think I miscommunicated. I totally agree with that.
Okay.
I think our relationship is right where it should be, and maybe 5 years from now, I freaking hate your guts, and we grow in different paths. And Dan, I really think the business should be doing this. No, Steve, the business should be really doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know exactly what you're saying. Same thing with Alexa.
I'm saying you worked to get to this point, and I worked to get to this point where our paths crossed.
And
we were
the time
prepared to take advantage of that and build something off of it.
So the coincidence and the God, let me kind of put this all together, and then we'll go into the check-in. Because I'm awake now, I'm not in the Matrix. I probably am. Stop looking at the red dress. I just saw a video of that today.
Hormozy?
No. Like the Matrix. You seen the movie The Matrix?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Neo. Like he's like walking through the crowd, and there's like, Neo, you paying attention? He looks at the girl with the red dress. It's a simulation.
So Hormozy has synthesized that into like a business standpoint, which is like the woman in the red dress represents all the different opportunities that you have in front of you, and sometimes you just need to focus and ignore the woman in the red dress and do what you need to do, as opposed to like some people will distract themselves with opportunities.
Right. So what I was, and I want to wrap this.
Sorry, wherever you were going.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I want to wrap it up with this whole segment. But like truthfully, like timing, that I do believe God plays a factor in it, but it's also like, because I'm awake, I know the opportunity is there, and I'm going to take advantage of it, and I can execute it. It's like, give Dan this studio 10 years ago, like give him when he's 25. There's no fucking way probably you too, running a studio and a business and employees working for you, and all this planning, and it's just certain things happen at certain times. I don't think that's coincidence. I think when you're ready, you're ready. Same thing with parenting too. It's just like, it doesn't matter when you have kids. You're going to have a kid, and then like, you might have it at a young age, and it's going to be tough. But I think at some point it's just going to be like, you're in, you got to go.
I'm curious if you feel the same way that I felt pretty much my entire life, which is whatever is put in front of me, I'm going to be able to handle.
Yes.
Like if I had a kid at 18, I would have been a great father at 18. Like I would have figured it out. Like I didn't have that happen in my life, and that's okay for people who do. Like I don't know. I just don't. I've always thought, maybe in a weird way, very highly of myself. In that, like, I believe that I can handle whatever's thrown at me, and most of the time, I've been in control of the choices I've made at those times to, like, either do something or not do something.
Right.
Whether that's true, and I'm sure I'm not in full control, obviously.
So it's like the very basic thing of, like, I don't believe that God puts something in front of you where you can't handle it. I really just don't. I don't. You know, I just. For me, I mean, I only could speak as me. I know this. We could talk this forever about people around the world and worse positions and all that stuff, but I really just don't. I don't believe it. I believe in. Here's a hurdle. You are meant to get over this hurdle. The last 2 weeks of my life were an absolute, utterly nightmare. Like, I was living in a nightmare. I was hoping to wake up, and I'm actually really happy that where I am today, and we're having this conversation now because I actually feel pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's how I'm feeling. Steven, that's how I'm feeling today. Oh, hello.
How have you been feeling the last couple of weeks? Because we did this without you last week. I know you saw.
It was so funny. I loved how you. I was watching the video, and I loved how you like, Dan, you look different. How do you feel?
Yeah.
It's so perfect in that role. He's like,
It was fun to do it with Eric because just a different perspective.
That's
and
what
a
I love
different
about it, man.
thing.
It's all creative aspects of all this. Like, it's so much fun. There's no rule book of this, and
Yeah.
it was just like, let's do the weekly check-in, keep ourselves accountability. If it's gonna be Eric that week, great. Fucking pull Arnold. I don't care. Pull yourself. Do yourself. Hey, it's Steve. I'm by myself today. I'm gonna check in with myself. Do that
Yeah.
Monday. And and there was a week where you didn't. You weren't able to do the weekly check-in.
Mm-hmm.
And
But you didn't replace me.
oh, I did.
You did?
I didn't actually replace the seat. There was a conversation that you were the weekly check-in with Joe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that.
Well, that's what I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to post that video so
I
I could drop that video.
Okay.
And I was going to start. I already shot a video. I didn't post it. I was saying I'm going to start a media war with you.
Oh.
And I said, I don't have the capabilities you and Eric have, but damn, I'm coming after you.
That would be fun. Like, just have you go scorched earth.
But it'd be funny because it'd be like, okay, I post on my Instagram, like, maybe like a different weekly check-in in a different location. And it's just like us bickering back and forth. Like, it's just
You have to make sure it goes out on the Bella Vita page.
Yes.
And put it up on YouTube,
and people
too.
be so confused. Like, what is happening? Like
It's
what is really happening?
Two idiots fake fighting.
Fake fighting. It's like, do I want to get involved in their stupidity? And I'll be like, if it was me watching, like, yo, I want to be a part of these stupid guys. I love it.
Yeah. Man, I had a long week. I'm in the middle of a long week, I guess.
Well, I heard good news the other day, so I heard we locked up some people.
Right.
Or unless you want to talk about your long week. You pick.
No, I mean that's part of it. It's a long week in that I have had, like, the last couple of nights were nights where I went to bed and, like, I earned the pillow that night.
I never heard that term.
I don't know. I
want to hear that.
Like, my head hit the pillow and I was like,
I like that.
I worked hard and earned that.
To go to sleep.
It didn't start, by the way, the timer. I don't know if you meant to start it.
I meant to start the timer. I like that. You earned the pillow.
Yeah, like, I earned a good night's sleep. Where, like, I went home the past 2 nights and I was probably asleep by 9 o'clock both nights.
Yeah, you weren't responding.
At when?
I don't know.
At night?
Well, yeah. No, I'm fucking with you.
And I just, like...
Did you dream?
I'm not one to remember my dreams.
But regardless, like, I know when I get a good night's sleep is when I dream.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it is like a
I did dream.
That means, like, you're in like deep REM. You're in deep sleep, which is hard.
I can't remember what it was, though. But I remember, like, waking up from a dream.
Sweet. You earned the pillow. So who do we lock up? Who do we get in?
The fellas from One Stop Auto are they're starting their podcast, which is called "Let Me Ask You a Question."
That's what they named it?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's actually not about One Stop Auto. It's not about auto leasing.
I was listening to
It's about their lives.
It was so freaking good. It was just like my podcast I was listening to. I was just in my office, and that's the one thing I really love about my office now is I get to listen to the people that do the podcast here, and really like I'm getting like a free. Well, obviously you put it online, it's free, but it's just like I get to really hear our clients, which is so freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything I think of, like what, like the whole life thing. We're talking about all this stuff, like wow, like whoa, like I didn't think this was gonna happen. I didn't think this was gonna happen. I'm just sitting there working, and I'm just hearing these guys talk, and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, they were saying some really cool shit. And we posted. We sent some photos to them. I don't know if they posted them or if they just shared them with like their friend. Oh, they saw the story. I took us behind the scenes like story, nice. Just of them filming, and I shared it, and then they shared it out because they were tagged in it. And Eric texted me yesterday and was like, "We just got so much response from friends and family and like people in our community." He's like,
yes,
very excited to drop this. It's going to be hard to hold on to it because we need to film a few more episodes before we drop the first one. That way we're not chasing after it.
Yeah, it's tough. You got it.
So it's hard, like we're going to have to
he's going to bulk it.
Do that exercise some discipline here in not dropping this episode right away.
Well, yeah, it's like you shoot this thing and you're like, oh, when's it going to come out? And then people ask me, when are you going to post it out? And I remember when I did Sturdy Joe, and I was doing my podcast. I'm like, Joe, when does the podcast come out? He's like, a month and a half. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, why? What are you talking about? Just film now. Put it out now.
Yeah. I think there's a balance between the speed and the, like, keeping enough in the can that, like, you're not, let's say they go on vacation, someone gets sick, like, you have to cancel something. You don't want to be rushed to do something and then do it poorly.
You know what's so awesome?
To keep up with something.
And just talking media-wise, so we've been sitting on the North Carolina podcast, and we posted it and everything, and it did all right. For what it was, and it was a lot of fun. But bro, have you been watching? I'm just asking. Have you been watching my numbers
on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That pool video is exploding.
Oh, the redneck pool.
The redneck pool, and I had no idea. My phone just says you have 500 likes. I'm like, what?
Oh, is it that high now?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that today.
I got that, and then it said 10K view. I'm like, didn't we just post this like 2 days ago? But what's funny is that we've been sitting on that 8 months.
Yeah.
7 months, and now we finally like just
we're just dropping extra clips from that.
Yeah, here you go.
Stuff.
Boop boop boop, and I'm like I see my, and we know you and me know YouTube is the hardest one. Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
I think I don't know. I guess I'm a Instagram snob.
Yeah.
My YouTube, like, I'm up to almost 240.
You're talking about to grow subscribers.
Right.
Okay. I think YouTube is it's the easiest to monetize at lower numbers. Between Instagram and YouTube, I would say are the two.
Okay.
In that, like, if you have a product or a service.
I think TikTok, and then TikTok is the hardest.
Yeah, I think TikTok is difficult. But when you hit TikTok, right, like I know plenty of service-based businesses that have grown their business solely off of TikTok.
That's so crazy, right?
Yeah, but it's because they service the younger generation.
Do you feel like with the media and everything, it's such a well, obviously you own a media company, and we own a media company together now. I always feel like media was like, especially like the early, like really, we're still in the early stages regardless, like, but like the 2011, 2012, like, oh, I don't post on social media. I don't do the social media thing. It was like the taboo thing and the weird thing. And like, obviously now it's become more and more. You see churches, you guys do a church one, but you see like literally everybody, schools, everybody are now doing it. But I still feel like there is this, not everybody's on board.
Yeah, I think, in fact, a lot of the people we're talking to now are almost like doing it out of necessity because their competitors have earned so much of an advantage over them.
Yeah.
So an interesting conversation that I've been having with people is that, especially for like local businesses, specifically Long Island. In fact, I had a marketer in the chair the other day. We didn't film anything, but we just had a meeting. She came in, we networked together, and I was like, she wanted to actually come see the space, and
love it.
so we had a meeting, and we were talking about how she actually brought up how Long Island is such a unique market. She's been all over the country. She grew up in the Bay Area. She went to school in Chicago, and now she lives out here. And she said Long Island is such a unique market because business here has been done almost like small towns, like a small town America feel.
Yeah, you got
but it's massive.
Right.
Like, but it's been done on that small town, like word of mouth relationship style marketing for decades. So you have these 30-year-old family-run businesses that have run and existed off of the relationships that they've had that are now starting to lose market share because the next generation of relationships or people who form relationships don't form them the same way they used to.
Right.
And that next generation coming up is building that relationship with those businesses through social, and then using social proof as the relationship marketing. So that was one conversation I had. Then the second conversation I had was with a business owner who has owned their local business here in Huntington for the last 23 years. And they are kind of saying, they opened up the meeting by saying, the way that we've done community and relationship marketing, it's not working for us the way that it used to work. So it's very timely in that I had that conversation with her, and then I went to this.
It's not the way we used to do it.
Well, it's just like the way that we used to do things isn't working. But what the realization that I've had is we're still doing relationship marketing. We're just building those relationships differently.
Right.
It's still relationship marketing here on Long Island. It's just not shaking hands and, you know.
You know who I think is killing it right now in this type of media market for Long Island? I'm pretty sure you follow them. I do now. It's Phil's Pizza in Syosset.
I know of them, yeah.
This guy, the owner, it's hysterical. These videos that he's posting, and it's just like, and he's been getting like a million views on some of these, and they're funny as hell, and it's really good because Phil's Pizza. I have one in Massapequa. I don't know if they're all linked. I know there's one in Wandsworth, but like Phil's Pizza is like one of the brand like pizza places here in Long Island. So like for the guy in Syosset is like making these videos and keeping up with the times. It's, you know, people just want to go see the guy now. Mm-hmm. Because he's just funny. Like he's just like
I have to go watch some videos. I don't.
No, you should.
Really
You
know
definitely
him.
should. He ploys with his delivery guy, the Spanish guy. He's just like he's playing games with him, and he's just so. It's so freaking funny. So he did a video. I'm just gonna say this because it was so funny. He told the guy, he's like, there's ice outside, and the Hispanic worker is like hiding in like the booth, and he's like, what are you doing? He's like, you said ice was outside. No, there's ice on the ground. There's ice. It's slippery. Be careful. Like it was just, and obviously, you know, nature
playing
of it,
on a sensitive
subject. It's
playing,
but it was just, and listen, that's good, playful fun. Like he did it. Even the guys having fun with it. And it was good humor. You know. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to get political, but that was just like one of the things where the guy just did something I thought was really generally funny.
Yeah. I don't know where we go from here. What do we need to check in on?
No, so anyway, besides that, so we got Eric. Who else did we lock in? Because you texted me, we locked in some contracts.
Oh yeah, Eva is going to be doing some content here in the studio.
Short sale, Eva?
Yeah, she's a killer, dude.
She is.
She just sent me 4 months worth of scripts.
She did?
4 hours after.
Are you following her story?
Yeah.
She's literally going through chemotherapy right now.
I know. And she's having surgery soon. So that's why she wants to get 4 months of content done. Because she's like, I don't know how long I'm going to be out of commission to recover and all that. I don't want to tell her story without her.
No, of course. But I just love her mentality behind all this when she came on my podcast. And like, she's sitting there going through all this thing, but I'm still fucking
She
going.
left here at 3:25 yesterday after booking a bunch of sessions in the studio.
Oh, so she came in.
She came in, yeah. We sat down for like
Thanks,
an hour and a half, and went through everything and just like started planning things and getting it going. And all the while she's getting phone calls from her contractors and stuff, and like she's just on top of everything. It seems from the outside looking in. And she left here at 3:25. Then she had to drive home and presumably spend time with her kids and stuff. And then at 7:04 p.m., I got a text from her with a PDF that was like 80 pages long with all the different content ideas that she has for the next 4 months.
Love her.
And I just responded with, "You are a killer. I love it." And then, yeah, it's like we're going to talk early next week. Sweet. So before this video even comes out, we're going to have our like onboarding conversation with her and go through everything.
Nice.
And the following week we begin filming.
So we got Eva. Awesome. Who else did we get?
Did we talk about Gloria yet?
I think we did, but I think we talked about it. I don't know if she locked it up. Did she lock it up?
It's not like pen to paper.
So we're pending. Gloria, come on. I was talking to her. I've been talking to her because her podcast came out and all the clips. It's been good.
Her clips are awesome.
She was an awesome guest.
Mm-hmm.
She was an awesome.
If you haven't seen that one, yeah. Highlighting the journey with Gloria Calderon.
Yeah.
Really great episode.
It is. Yeah. It's actually top right. Not to pick favorites. Like I like Crystal and I think her are up there. Definitely up there.
What's the update on your end? You said these last couple of weeks have been challenging. You let us kind of into that the last time we spoke.
Yeah, I don't want to say the exact thing because you know about it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just, it's obviously just, it sucks. It just sucks because when you deal with hurdles that first of all, like we're saying what's put in front of you. And like, I really thought at some points, I'm like, am I really supposed to fucking handle this? Like, that's how fucking bad it got at some point. I'll tell you a crazy story though, when all this was happening. So I'm very blessed. Like I get to call my dad and speak to my dad and the relationship I have with my dad. So I called him and I told him what was going on, and he just comes back at me. He's like, this happened to me. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, like about 30 years ago. And he explained like the whole story on his end. I'm like, and I asked him like, did you ever think your story like that would help your son? When he's like, no, hell no, it did. But what was even crazier, I was like in tears. I was bawling, like crying. I'm very emotional, Steven. No joke. That happened on Tuesday. Wednesday, the next day, I get a call from my dad at like 6:45 at night. He goes, "Do you know Tom, Officer Home Buyer's number? I mean, a number. Like, do you know is Tom working?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, he's like, "Listen, I've been in a car accident." I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, no, I'm fine. I rear-ended this guy."
He's in Queens.
Yeah, and crazy enough, I called Tom. He's actually my dad was in the precinct. He was actually in Tom's precinct. Wow. I'm like, okay, that's crazy. So Tom was, Tom is Tom, and Tom sent out an Italian officer to my dad. Goes there. Alexa's like, just drop everything, go, and I went there, and then I got in the car with, his car's totaled. Finally, the CRV. That's a whole nother story. I don't even want to get into it. He bought a new CRV. Brand new. I forced him to buy. He buys it, and he still drove the old CRV because he was able to fix it, and that car wasn't able to break in time. So anyway, that car was done. But we're driving home for an hour, and it's just crazy. He was there for my time of need on Tuesday, and then Wednesday he called me for his time of need, and then we're spending an hour in the car talking about literally life in general, and it's just like, I'm the luckiest freaking guy in the world. I can have this relationship, and I hope I get to have that with my son. Like, and my daughter too, of course. Like, but just like a man-to-man things. And I felt like after that day, I really started to see the light. I called you with one of my coworkers about a great new thing that could possibly happen. You jumped on board and you did your magic. And he's like, I like three. And he said to you, he's like, there's three things I do. I get a free cup of coffee, free paycheck, and a good judge of character. So
That's
in other words, he likes you, and he's a very hard guy to please. But it's just like now I'm seeing like after my life works like this. There's a pocket, and you experienced it when the studio opened. There's these pockets of burnout, chaos, everything just freaking happens at once. And then all of a sudden after that, and I stick through it, and I grind through it, and I keep pulling my head up, and keep putting my head in the pillow, and keep trying to go to sleep, and trying to push the next day. It eventually comes to a head, and today, like officially did, just having that conversation with you, just starting now, the conversation I just had with a bunch of people, driving home a coworker that was unfortunately laid off, that, you know, from Queens all the way to Kings Park. Like I don't know. It's just doing the next right thing and keep pushing forward, Dan, and keep doing it, and everything's gonna work out. Now I'm just seeing this beautiful picture in front of me that I'm driving towards to now.
Oh, I told you this a couple of weeks ago that anytime any type of like bad thing or couple of bad things has happened in my life, it's immediately followed with good things or a good opportunity, right? I lose 2 clients and I get 3 more. Like it, and it's not coincidence.
Oh boy.
To make a callback there, it's not coincidence. It's because of the work that you've done to get to that point.
Right. That's discipline too. That's discipline and
knowing that you're going to come out the other side.
Yes, because I used to do it the other way and just crumble, and I'm defeated, and now I'm in misery, and I drank myself into sorrow, and the next day, and that will be my...
That's the self-fulfilling prophecy.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's over, so I'm just going to make it over. And you...
Thank you.
You can get in those... I've been in that too, maybe not to the extreme of...
What, me?
Drinking, that heavily
you have a
and
drinking
all
problem?
that stuff.
Oh, by the way,
yeah, I don't know.
Forget about the drinking problem. I got the drinking problem. Whatever. What a lovely time. Thank you for having me over at my little gym.
Oh, at the party?
Yeah.
That was fun. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
It was my daughter's first birthday party last Sunday, and Dan and his family and children were there as well.
Lena was a little bit old for it, but
I thought she enjoyed it.
No, she did. That's what I mean. Like, she was a little old for it, but I love the fact she just gets into it.
Yeah, I don't think she was old for it. I think all of our friends all have really young kids.
Right.
So, like, she was one of the older kids there.
Right.
But I still think that place is really cool for, like, her age group.
Right.
But we just had, like, the younger kid activities.
And then I became the photographer.
Yeah, you grabbed the camera.
I got some good... Did I get some good shots?
You did get some good shots.
Yeah. Once you told me how to figure out the focus thing, I didn't know you triggered it for there.
Yeah,
I thought it was all manual.
The button on the back.
Eric would be like, no, do it this way. Or Caesar. But I did what I could. You know what's funny? So my brother calls me and he goes... my mom's not going to listen to this podcast, so I can say it. My brother calls me. He's like, I need help. I'm like, what do you need help with? He goes... Listen, we're trying to have the baptism for our daughter Eleanor. I'm like, okay. And it's like, we always Italians go to a restaurant. And I'm like, okay. And doing that, we have collectively as a family now like 10 little kids running around. And to tame them in a restaurant is virtually impossible. So my brother actually came up with a good idea. He says, I want to do it at my little gym. I said, dude, that's a great idea. But he said, I told mom that, my mother, and my mom's like, what? Your aunt's going to have a slice of pizza? And I'm just like, do you I had to talk my brother off a ledge because like it's just so much, those small little things. And like, I'm going through all this stuff, but my brother is who he is, Michael, and I love him. And I was just like, don't you think my aunt would be so in awe just seeing these little kids play instead of being at the same Italian restaurant with the same garlic bread, calamari, pasta, and just like, oh, we just had this. She was just baptized. Now let's let all the kids have fun and not worry about it. And yeah, we'll have pizza and catered food. You'll survive.
That's funny. We have the family, like the funeral restaurant, right? The same one that you go to after every funeral.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, it's like, oh, great. We gotta
go there?
Yeah, we're going to.
Do you mix the two?
What?
Is the funeral restaurant mixed in with happy times?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
My wife's family, like Lenny's Clam Bar in Howard Beach is like, it's both.
Yeah.
Good times and then, that's bad times.
Yeah. It's Verona and Farmingdale.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, where we would go, like right across from the college there.
I did like your dad's socks. I want a pair of Steve socks.
Oh, those were Harper socks.
Harper socks, sorry.
But I do have Holly socks, and I do have Jade socks as well, my dog.
What I said to your dad was, I'm going to get a pair of Steve socks. I want a pair of Steve socks.
Okay. We can make that happen.
That's what we do. We'll each get a pair.
I'll give you a gift of my face on socks.
God, what a relationship.
Yeah.
What a podcast.
I did it for my grandma. Not socks, but she had there was one year Holly actually found it, like a mug that you could put like your face on. So I put my face on a mug and gave it to my grandma for Christmas. And it was great. Like, so now she has a mug with my face on it. And it said like my favorite grandson. So it was fun. Like I made it. That's why it was funny.
See, I was more of an ass. I gave a mug, a Trump mug, to one of my in-laws that hates Trump. So you're
pushing buttons.
But it's like, you're terrific and you're the best mother-in-law.
Yeah. Like really just complimenting her with something that she hates.
But she
yeah, it was funny. But the first mug that I got her it was just my face. Right, it said like "Love Steven" on the back. And then my cousin went to visit her one day, and she's drinking a cup of coffee with that mug. So she sends me a picture of my grandma like smiling, holding the mug that has my face on it. And then I took that picture I put that on a mug for myself.
Yes.
That is my grandma holding my face on a mug in her hand that is now on my mug. And I wrote like my favorite grandson on it. So now I have a mug that I made for myself that looks like my grandma made it for me. That is of her holding a mug with my face on it that says my favorite grandson, which I bestowed upon myself. And then I took it to Christmas this past year and just made myself a cup of coffee and sat next to her until she realized what was on the mug.
Do you know who the artist Dylan Francis is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's hysterical. He did that. He put a picture of it. He put a face of Calvin Harris on him and said, I am Dylan Francis," and took a picture of it and then put it on a T-shirt. Then gave it to Calvin Harris, and then he took a picture, and it just became this freaking like. I love this whole like.
I went to a friend's house. Actually, the first time I ever met this guy, I went to his house, and I went to the bathroom, and peeing in the toilet, there's a photo above the toilet of the Nickelback photograph. You know, like, look at this photograph. But it's inside of itself. So it was like
the famous photo, the meme. Like the photo of the photo of the photo
of the photo of the photo. And I came out of the bathroom laughing. He goes, "Did you like my photograph?" Like, he knew exactly why I was laughing coming out of the bathroom.
How can you focus? He must have a mess of a toilet.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would be laughing.
Didn't look down once.
I would be staring at that laughing as everything goes. Like, I'm not cleaning this up. You want to say, this is what I want. You have anything else to say? And I have a good sign off.
I got nothing.
All right.
Sign it off.
I'll sign us off. I'm actually, as I'm thinking about all this, started working with you in May of last year. Opened the business together. We have not done an official podcast like your podcast, On My Way or Highlighting the Journey. But we're working as business partners here virtually almost every day and communicating every single day by text and jokes and all that and the camaraderie. So we're building all this stuff together. We're having fun with it. We're getting clients, doing the thing. And then on top of that, we're like learning about each other through this little weekly check-in, which I'm fucking...
It's fun, dude.
It's fucking
It's a lot
sick.
of fun.
How, like, I don't know. Are we like the first to do it?
No.
We're not.
No.
We are not special.
No, we're not.
Well, Steven, that's all I got. What would you sign us off with?
We're not special.
We're
and
not
neither
special.
are you.
Neither are you.
I hope you enjoy your weekend.
By any means of the stretch. You are not special.
Yeah, you're not special. Have a great weekend.
And see you later to our 2 viewers. Actually, our viewership went up.
Yeah, we have 3 viewers now.
No, I think it's 20. I'm the 20.
I think we should just keep it as our 2 viewers. Even if we have millions of subscribers, I think we should just always say Thanks to our 2 viewers for.
I really hope Andrew Schultz saw my video. That's all I'm hoping for.
We will. I think we just make that a goal. Just even if he didn't see it yet, he will see it. We'll get the goal of your life.
My goal for this year.
Your goal for this year. Okay.
Is Andrew Schultz to see the
just have Andrew Schultz watch this one video.
That's it.
And he'll probably watch it. Like even if you got in front of him and you showed it to him, he'd be like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, like if Andrew Schultz saw, I'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah, he'd be like, "This guy's fucking annoying. Get him out of my face."
Weirdo. You're not special. Goodbye.